Howdy, folks. Howdy, folks. Howdy. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. From wherever it is in the world that you happen to be, this is Thursday morning in Hotlanta. Atlanta is finally starting to warm up. Rain every other day. This is where Atlanta will fool you. You think it's going to be 100 degrees outside. You leave your windows down at work and your car gets rained in. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Don't. It's coming. That's what happens. I'm Black Dragon, your host, Black Dragon Biker News Network, part of Black Dragon Biker TV. We'd like for you to like, share, follow, and subscribe. And we would appreciate it. We cover all things motorcycle club and biker lifestyle related. Oh my goodness, man. 60 degrees up there where you guys are up there in Baltimore area, up there in Maryland. Hell no. Got my air conditioner on now. Hey, listen, we got a new thing we got to be afraid of these days. Worried about. Concerned with. It is today's story. You got these guys out here who, you see, motorcycle clubs have a bad reputation. People think, I hear it all the time. As a matter of fact, I heard it on my TikTok yesterday. We've been going back and forth with this, that, or the other. And some guy said something the other day. Remember, I played it, and it started this whole big conversation, my TikTok conversation. I kind of like TikTok. I kind of don't. I like TikTok because so many people see you so fast. You get so many things out, but people be talking crazy. And so, one guy was talking about, they have this idea that we as bikers fight everybody 15-1. If you belong in a club, your whole club is going to devolve on top of somebody and beat the shit out of them. Which can happen, but it's just not normal. But these guys walk around in this like oh my goodness, this Clint Eastwood type of scenario in their mind. They have this Clint Eastwood type of world going on where they're like preppers. They're like set up for their confrontation with a biker club. And they are prepared to win. They fantasize about it. This one guy said to me yesterday on TikTok, I said, mess with the horns, get the bull. Mess with the bull, get the horn. Mess with the bulls, get the horns. If we do attack you 15-1, you probably deserved it. So this guy comes up and he says something really interesting. He says, well, guess what, buddy? Bulls get eaten by lions. Bulls get eaten by lions. I thought that was interesting. Like this guy was like really all over it. I said,
actually, buddy.
Because he said, guess what, buddy? Bulls get eaten by lions. So I said, actually, buddy.
Lions get killed.
So I said,
actually, buddy.
Yeah.
Lions get killed by Cape buffalo they're attempting to eat every single day. Your species doesn't keep you from getting your ass kicked or handed to you on a platter. It just happens to be the baddest mofo wins the day. And sometimes the predator becomes the prey.
Yeah, sometimes the predator becomes the prey. I thought that was cool. Somebody sent me a message yesterday. Overuse of the applause button. Annoying. Bro, do you know how much money I pay for these damn buttons? Can I use my 2 or 3 buttons, bro? I got a whole thing of buttons I could use. I only use like one. Jeez. But anyway. So this other guy comes in with his saying, and this is the chilling, scaring. This is the chilling, scary one. He said, no hate. See, normally when people start off a sentence with no hate, it's kind of like when I was in the Navy. Oh my goodness. So when I was in the Navy, you could say something like, with all due respect. So I said that to my captain one time. I said, with all due respect, Captain. He said, hold up. Before you finish that sentence, young petty officer Bunch, I am the captain of this submarine. I run this shit. This is mine. On board this, I am potentate, king, whatever you want to call me, emperor, captain. I have the power to put you in the stockade, feed you bread and water, chain you to your bunk, or make you peel potatoes until your fingers fall off. So think about that after you finish, as you go to finish your statement. If you think you're going to start a statement off with all due respect and finish that statement disrespectfully, well, you got a whole new thing coming. I'm going to tear your behind up. So if you start your sentence with all due respect, stay respectful, and we'll be all right. Go ahead, finish. I said, never mind. This guy starts out with no hate. If you're going to start your sentence with no hate, be no hateful, right? Because he finishes it with some very hateful stuff. No hate, but getting jumped like that can only end one way. 12 mother effers, 17 rounds. So it's probably be easiest to just fight me one-on-one. This is the mindset of the people that you're facing out there. When they come up on your motorcycle club, starting that BS with you in the bar, these folks are ready to take you out. They've planned it in their minds. They think they're the only folks with guns in there, and they could well be the only folks prepared to use them. You're in the bar chilling, minding your own effing business, just doing your thing with your buddies, your homies, your club brothers. You haven't planned for all that there. So you can go read this story on bikerliberty.com. But today's story is some idiot in a bar approaches some bikers. And I tell you where this comes from, because even when the sheriff talks about this, you're going to see our favorite sheriff, Judd, talk about this. He can't keep himself from saying a group of bikers in a bar. He has to say a biker gang. A biker gang, a biker gang, a biker gang, a gang, 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 gang. I need that. You know how when somebody says something crazy, and then these internet people come and they make a song out of it? You know that? Uh, like the Will Smith one. Keep my name out your effing mouth. They've made a whole like song. Where's that song? Let me keep my name out your effing mouth, 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 mouth. I need one. Biker gang, 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 gang. I need that because that's all they know how to say. That's it. Biker gang, 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 gang. I need a song. Somebody, I need you guys that make that stuff. I need that. I need to be able to play that biker gang, 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 gang. That's because that's all they know how to say. Keep my name out your effing mouth. Well, I actually wanted to find that and play that for you. So, even the sheriff can't stop from saying that. And what that does is it puts this distaste for bikers that hang together in any kind of group. I've been with some guys, we just pull up after riding through the mountains, just like me and my brother and a few guys, we just riding. They ain't got no colors on or nothing. The waitress will walk up. Man, I love your bikes, man. Your biker gang is cool. Biker gang? Gang, 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 gang. I need that song, you guys. Make me one of those. Please, somebody make me one. My people do everything. Just take my voice, biker gang, and then make me my song. I want it to some. It's got to be some music that. It's got to be royalty free music, so I can actually play it and won't get my channel demonetized. But anyway, even the sheriff, as he explains this, how these folks got accosted. And it's not a real biker gang, because had it been like the 49ers, let's just say, or somebody, he'd have said their name. 7 members of the 49ers was killed. He just attributed biker gang to some folks. And that's what makes these people, this whole media onslaught, that's what makes these people so angry and ready to kill us. Our reputations, negative stereotypes precede us. It's like being profiled. You're profiled by some guy that wants to hurt you, wants to kill you. So this guy here, Winter Haven, Florida, a Haines City man was arrested Sunday after fatally shooting a man and injuring another after an argument at a local bar, according to sheriff deputies. The sheriff's office said the incident began as an argument between a man by the name of Joshua Badillo, 31, of Haines City, and a motorcycle gang that was at the bar. That sentence makes it feel like they were up to some nefarious stuff. They were doing something nefarious. The biker gang. You almost feel like they deserved it. Till you hear the story. Let's go listen to the sheriff. He can tell this story better than I do. He's actually a better YouTuber than I am. I mean, 600,000 people watched his video. It's been a minute since I've had a 600,000 video, unless you're talking about TikTok, of course. I do that all the time over there. But here, it's harder. Let's listen to the YouTuber Sheriff here.
Before infection, so if you just bear with me a little bit, we'll tell you about a crazy event. And it all happened at the Shady Cove Bar and Grill on Highway 544, which is east of Haines City, in the unincorporated area. It's about 5:12 in the afternoon. And Joshua Badillo, who's 31 years of age, comes into the bar. And inside the bar is a motorcycle gang group of a few people and some ladies, and they're minding their...
A motorcycle gang group. I just had to stop that there. A motorcycle gang group and a few ladies. A motorcycle gang group. This is part of the reason these people hate us so bad, but go ahead.
Their own business, having a few beers.
They were minding their own business and having a few beers. I just want you to understand that when the sheriff says a motorcycle gang group and a few ladies were minding their own business, that pretty much says it all.
On Highway 544, which is east of Haines City, in the unincorporated area. It's about 5:12 in the afternoon. And Joshua Badillo, who's 31 years of age, comes into the bar. And inside the bar is a motorcycle gang group of a few people and some ladies, and they're minding their own business, having a few beers. They've apparently been at some kind of memorial ride earlier in the day. Joshua's been drinking. He comes up to them and begins to have a conversation. And from the conversation, an argument erupts. And so they quiet the argument down themselves. Joshua Badillo buys a round of beer for them. The argument's over with, and everybody goes along their way. A little while later, this group of folks, or friends in the motorcycle gang, they go outside to the tiki bar. And so they're sitting around at a table. Joshua Badillo comes back, comes up in the middle of the group, sits down in a chair, starts to talk, reaches across the table, and we can see in the video where he grabs a guy's hand to shake his hand, and he holds his hand for an extended period of time while he's shaking it. He turns it loose, and he's just kind of all up in their business. Well, you can see one of the guys goes to what is an off-duty bar employee and says, "Can you get this guy out of here? We want him away from us." So they go talk to him. One of the folks with the gang is a pretty good sized guy. And then you have the employee of the bar. And they get him finally moving. He's had quite a bit to drink, as you can tell by his body language. They come out of the tiki bar, which is kind of behind the bar, and they walk back through the bar into the parking lot out front. Next door is a convenience store. And you can tell through other video that they're having conversations and pointing at each other. And the particularly big guy, who turns out to be our victim number one, is kind of in his face, and they're telling him he needs to leave. He goes back toward his truck slowly and begrudgingly, with some people who he knows from the bar encouraging him to leave and to get in his truck. So they're kind of pushing him and encouraging him to go across the parking lot. But all of a sudden he turns and starts running past two people that are trying to get him into his vehicle. So he runs past those two, and he runs past three more, and he shoots our victim one, which is a big man. shoots him through the hand and also through the groin with one shot. At this moment in time, a guy burst out of the bar with his firearm in order to protect his buddy and starts shooting at our suspect. The suspect goes around behind his vehicle, which is parked further out in the parking lot. And the guy with the firearm goes out and around the truck along with another person. So now you've got our suspect who did the shooting, Badillo, with his gun. You've got the guy who came out of the bar, who is now going to be victim 2. And he goes to the other side of the truck outside of the camera view. And immediately there's gunfight in the parking lot. You can tell by the body language of other people that are in camera view that they're scattering. Victim 2 is shot in the chest. He falls down. He gets back up and he staggers back toward the bar where he once again falls. Our suspect, Joshua Badillo, now he gets in his vehicle and he says, "Pete, it's time to go." And off he takes off at a high rate of speed. He goes toward his home, which is probably 5 minutes away. Interestingly enough, he has a vehicle crash, so he's involved in a hit and run on the way to his home. Deputies are arriving, the EMS is arriving. We gather information. It's no secret about who Joshua is. And we go to the house. We circle the house. It's in a very nice community. I'm guessing the house is probably $1 million, $2 million home, upscale neighborhood. He goes into the house. We walk around the vehicle and we see blood. Turns out Joshua Badillo is shot as well, and he's in the house. So after about 45 minutes in the house, apparently he decides, hey, I'm really bleeding. This could be serious. He comes out to the deputies. We take him into custody and we remove him to the hospital, where we determined that he shot under the armpit and it comes out his back shoulder. So we have this shootout at Shady Cove where the suspect shoots 2 people, kills one of them, and he, in fact, is shot in part of the shootout. And it all started over an argument, a simple argument, and ended up with a dead man, a shot man, and a shot suspect. Joshua Badillo is charged with attempted first-degree murder and felony first-degree murder on the individual that died. There may be other charges filed later as we plow through the details. Some of our witnesses fled from the bar. We'd still like to talk to them just so we can finish the investigation and tie it all up nicely and neatly. But we're relatively confident that we've got the primary players in the event, and certainly we have a lot of details. It's been a long time since I've arrived at a bar to find knives, stilettos, guns, and blood all over the bar floor, and the concrete pavement out in front of the bar. It was quite an event, and we've got a dead person. So the investigation is still underway. Our homicide team, which is simply the very best, is at this time mopping up the details and will be for a few weeks. Do you have any any questions of me?
Assuming all the stilettos and other things were on the people who are partying, who are not involved in this.
Well, we suspect that some of the people who went to the hospital were there, because we ended up with, I think, 3 knives, maybe 4 knives on the ground, a gun on the ground. That was the one that our victim ultimately used. The victim had a .38 caliber The suspect had a 40 caliber semi-automatic, but they were slinging lead in Haines City on Sunday afternoon.
Did he have the weapon on him when he was inside, or did he retrieve it from the truck?
This was over an extended period of time because he started the initial argument, and then he bought them all rounds of beer, and it calmed down. And there's at least some testimony that he might have gone back to the truck and gotten the gun at that time. We're not absolutely sure. But these folks were minding their own business from everything that we've picked up so far. And they simply went back to the tiki bar, which you have to go through the bar, out the back door in order to get to the tiki bar area, minding their own business. And he stumbles up there drunk again, and he's hanging over the table and trying to shake hands. And still, they don't start a fight with him. They go and get help and say, hey, can you get this guy out of here? And of course, they start to get him out. And one of the folks who is victim number one, he now is following them out, trying to help get the guy out. And you can tell he's telling him what he's going to do for him if he doesn't leave. So when this guy decides to start shooting, I mean, they've got him all the way out the front door, across the parking lot, almost to his vehicle. When he decides, it ain't going to be like that at all. And he runs past 5 people to shoot victim one, back up near the front of the store. And then he goes back. And as he's going back toward his vehicle, that's when victim 2 ultimately runs out and is shooting at him with his .38. And then victim 2 is reloading in the parking lot and goes to the other side of the truck where they have shootout at the Sandy Cove Bar and Grill parking lot. And that's where victim 2 was shot and ultimately was transported to the hospital, but died less than an hour later. And our victim, he leaves. He's involved in a hit and run. We catch him he lives there, but as I understand it, his parents' house in a very nice neighborhood. But this guy here, if he'd have just minded his business and left these folks alone, none of this would have happened. It's on him.
What's the status of the person you hit? The person you hit through the car wreck?
We're following up with that person's okay.
How many bullets were exchanged, and did any go inside the building, either at the convenience store or at the dive bar?
We're still counting because there were shots toward the bar.
This is what yeast does to the
So
gut.
anyway,
Imagine this is your gut.
they got me. They got me with a commercial. There we go.
And then there were shots across the parking lot and across Highway 544. And then there was a shootout parallel to Highway 544. And then apparently the suspect, after he shot the victim in the chest, for good measure, ripped another one at him, which went across Highway 544. We can see where it skipped through the dirt. So we had a surreal life shootout for a few minutes. And we've got a dead person as a result of it. And this guy should spend the rest of his life in prison for his efforts. And it all would have been so easy if he'd have just minded his own business. But that's not always what drunks do.
What about history? Does he have a history with you, or does he know you?
He doesn't have a significant history. He's got some minor stuff, I believe, but not a significant history.
Was the victim that died part of the motorcycle group?
Yes. And they weren't being rowdy. They weren't out of control. They were minding their own business. And we got Joshua Badillo, who, he drank him some liquid courage and decided he'd march around like a banty rooster, and now we've clipped his wings and he's going to jail.
The man who died was the one that shot in the chest.
Yes.
So I guess you guys get the gist of it. This is what we're facing. One reporter correctly calls it the motorcycle group. Brian Reynolds said, "Sweet Jesus, he wasn't kidding when he said slinging lead." Yeah, they were out there just to slinging it. So a couple things here. Do people still carry 38s? Like, stop it, man. I stopped carrying a 38 when the Beretta, when the what do you call those things? 9mm. When the 9mm became popular, I think that was about 1995. What's that? Damn near 30 years ago. I bought. So this is when Clinton did the gun assault weapons ban. You guys are probably many too young to remember that. And so in California, it was they were getting ready to. That's when they were talking about getting. I think for a while there was a ban on how large your magazines could be, too. So you had to buy that stuff because they weren't going to sell it for as long as that weapons ban was. I forget how long it was. So I went to go get a pistol before that ban went into place. Well, I still have that pistol too. I bought a Glock 45, Glock 20. It was a Glock 21, 45 caliber, standard issue for a lot of police departments. Big ass gun, just huge. And I wanted to be able to compete in a firefight with the new 9mm that everybody was buying. And those guns had 16. They had, I think they carried 15 and one in the chamber, or 16 and one in the chamber, something like that. And I was not a fan of that little caliber of bullet, but you had so many of them. So my answer was to buy that Glock. So I was looking at all kinds of 45s because I was Navy, and in the Navy we use 45s. But the 45s are only carrying 10 rounds, and then you're going to be fighting with a guy that has 17 rounds on his gun. But I like the idea of chunking the bigger lead back at him. And that's when the Glock 21, I learned about it. I don't know if that's when it was born. I was going to say that's when the Glock 21 was born. I don't know if when it came about. But that's when I learned, well, wait a minute. You can buy one of these that has 13 rounds and you can get a +2 magazine extender. You got 15 rounds and one in the chamber. So you're throwing 16 45 slugs at a guy who's throwing 17 9mm slugs. I was like, I think that's fair exchange. So that's why I bought that big son of a bitch, that big, huge gun. And when I was in San Diego, I was one of the very few people that had a license to carry. Those things are the hardest things to get, period. And I was still in the military, but I had my own business, so I was able to get a concealed carry permit. And I used to carry that big. The only place you could carry it was underneath your arm, and if you weren't carrying it out on your waist or something, it wasn't carryable, as it were. So but I got away from the 38 then, because I had a Well, I think I had a 357, a 5-shot 357, 5 or 6. I think it was 5 shots. Got away from that gun because I never wanted to be caught like your boy was. It cost him his life. I never wanted to be caught out slinging with a guy who had so many bullets and even a speed loader. Like some guys back where I come from used to have these speed loaders, and it was just this big round thing, that had your bullets in it, and you'd pop it out, the bullets would fall out, and you'd slam that thing home. So it's not like you were pushing one in at a time, and it was fast, but it wasn't as fast as changing clips, which the real word for that is magazines. It's not as fast as switching out magazines, but even a speed loader, I didn't want to be reloading my gun with an idiot just a spitting. And that's what killed him. I like the 1911. It's a bit bulky to conceal. Yeah, the 1911, I think, is what we had in the Navy. Just bought a Taurus TX 22. I know a 22, right? But 16 plus 1. So even a 22, if you're slinging a 22 against a 38 and you got 17 freaking bullets, I think 22s kill more people than any other gun in the world. Still, I think that was actually the number for a long time. More people were dying. 38 Special is my favorite, says SSW Custom Sewing. My mother used to carry a 38, but I got away from them 38s a long time ago for that very reason. Glock 36, wonderful weapon. Isn't that a 45 single stack 45, 7 shots. Nice weapon. Very nice weapon. About $600. Nice weapon. I believe that's what the 36 is. Very, very wonderful weapon. You can get a plus extender, I think +2 extender on that. So, because it's a really short gun, you got a big hand, you get that +2 extender, and now you got a pretty decent gun to carry single stack. But you're slinging out 45s. You get that what's it, Comfort Tech holder on there, and you can throw two things here, so you can actually have yourself 21 bullets on your body. I mean, revolvers don't leave shell cases. But you're not worried about shell cases if you're a citizen, right? If you're a citizen with a concealed carry permit, you want to leave shell cases. Only people that really have to be aware of shell casings are people that might have might be up to some nefarious acts and don't need to leave any. But yeah, OMCs and 1%ers reputations precede you. Ladies look, men equal jealous, liquid courage. Some past clubs run in with them. Our lifestyle creates jealousy. OGs, no bar fights get you jailed or worse. So what Fubar is talking about with this comment says a lot. He packed a lot into this comment, and I want to break it out a little bit for you. Outlaw motorcycle clubs are 1%ers. Your reputations precede you. What he's saying is the minute you guys walk in the bar, and biker clubs in general, but absolutely when those people see what they call jewelry, that diamond is often referred to as jewelry. When people see that on you, there's an automatic awe, it's like when you see a SEAL team guy walk in, or a Green Beret, or a Special Forces Ranger. Their reputations precede them. They get in more fights just because their reputation precedes them. Somebody, you're effing Green Beret. So what? Only 10 can be a Green Beret. Let's see what you got. Because that liquid courage gets them running. And they're mad about something they can never, ever, ever be. There's a lot in this statement that he has put in here to uncompact. When you walk in the door, he's saying, and he compacted this all so tightly. But he's saying OMCs and one percenters, especially those guys that wear the jewelry, but biker clubs in general. I mean, you got that nice ass $1 million Harley out there. People don't know you can actually get a Harley for about $8,000 and fix it up. But Harley has this reputation. I mean, not nearly as, cool as, my Victory or something. It's a reputation. They got a little reputation. I mean, it's not like the Indian I'm going to have, but they're just, they got a reputation. People see that thing, and they see a whole bunch of them parked out there all shiny like my club brothers have. And they're already mad. They're mad when they walk past them. Like, I can never afford that. They walk in the door and you're there. You're confident. You got your colors on. You're cool. Most biker guys, especially OGs, are calm, cool, and collected. They're just chilling. He said in this, ladies, look. Ladies are watching you. Every lady wants a thug. Well, they might not admit it, but you don't think them dudes on the side of the highway making, $17.50 an hour with that with that chisel, that thing, that hammer thing, with them little muscles bulging out in front. You think they don't like that? They don't want that hard-working man? Sure, they want my big fat belly because I got a little change in my pocket. But they want that guy because he can change the pocket. You know what I mean? So all women want I think, this is me thinking, all women I might get a letter from all women tomorrow. Hell no, that's not what we want. You don't know what the hell we want. Stop speaking for us. But in my mind, all women want a little bit of that thug, tough, smart thug dude. Got his jewelry showing, not afraid of nothing. Kick back, chilled back. Ladies, look, we have our share of groupies. We are the rock stars in what we do. And of what we do, the highest level that most people seem to think is out there, I don't think any group is bigger or better or a badder ass than my club. But still, the cats with the jewelry, they draw the biggest eyes. Ladies, look, he says, men are jealous. Men equals jealousy, he said, and then you add the liquid courage, he says. He's had some past club run-ins with those kinds of folks. He says, our lifestyle creates jealousies. Our lifestyles create jealousy. So our OGs, they already know bar fights get you jailed, killed, or worse. We already know that. But understand that when you're in these bars. Understand that when the weird dude walks up and wants to touch you, wants to insert himself into your lifestyle, and gets a little bit jealous, a little bit mad when you say, dude, ooh, don't get so close. Stop it. Stop it. Awkward. You don't have to be like up in my face like this. We're gonna swap spit? Stop. Don't be surprised when that guy wants to kill you. Don't be surprised when that guy wants to murder you. Because living at home in his mommy and daddy's $1 million mansion, which I got to tell you, if my mommy said, son, come home and live rent-free in my $1 million mansion by the lake, I'm not fixing to be mad. I'm yeah. Mommy, I thought you'd never ask. Can I have the airplane for the weekend? Absolutely, son. Wow, thank you. And the Phantom, please. In fact, here are the keys. We'll pay all the insurance. I'm not fixed to be mad at not 1%. I'm not fixed to walk into the bar and be mad at you. Hey, dude. Yeah, I see you could afford a Harley. Nice. Do you like a ride in my airplane? I bet your daddy owns it. He does. But he said I can fly it any damn time I want. You have the biker dude like, yeah, man, I'd love to have a ride. They'd be your friend. But, money doesn't buy happiness. Here, this guy lives in $1 million mansion. The sheriff is always, always good on that kind of stuff. Every time I hear him talking, he's always good on that kind of stuff. He had a wonderful home, lived in an amazing neighborhood. I guess it wasn't quite enough for him, his punk ass. And so instead of shooting the people that were having him go out and put him out the bar, no, he ran past all those people to shoot the persons that he was jealous of. He ran out to shoot the people that he most hated, and that's you. He went out to shoot you. You better believe they hate us. The cops hate us. The media hates us. Neighborhoods hate us. You guys that put those colors on your back, you're just like, nah. They don't like you. We only like ourselves. But you have to be crazy. He didn't run up against a biker gang because they'd have beat his ass to death in there. He never would have got his gun out. It was somebody said maybe their name was Biker Gang Group. They ride next to the Walmart riders. The new Biker Gang Group. That's a t-shirt I need to have. The Biker Gang Group. Straight Jacket. We've been having this side conversation over in the comments. Everybody's talking about the guns they like and the ones that they must have and everything. And Straight Jacket FXST says the best gun to have is the one you train with. Was at the range this last weekend seeing people with nice stuff who can't shoot. They don't believe in training. If you're a military person, you will train with a gun. Even if you don't shoot it, you'll train. You'll take it apart, put it together. Because I wasn't shooting a damn thing for a while, for a minute when you couldn't get ammunition. I wasn't shooting my ammunition up. I was trying to buy as much as I could get. When you had all that marching and stuff going around in 2020 and all that stuff going on, bro, you couldn't buy a box of ammo. If you had $1 million, you couldn't get any. For the longest time. Can you even buy 22 caliber yet? I first would buy 22 caliber. You could buy buckets. A big old bucket was $87. Like 1,500 rounds. Then you couldn't buy one round. So how do you practice when you can't shoot? You go through everything. You just don't shoot. I'll go to the range and shoot up their ammunition. I'll buy their stuff and shoot their ammunition, but I ain't a fixin'. I ain't a fixin' to be shooting up mine. Straight Jacket said, I think women want someone who isn't self-conscious as F. I think you're right, Straight Jacket. I said women want a thug. ML said, like the lady sheriff that helped that convict escape. She wanted her. she wanted. Yeah. Oh, that guy was 6'9". Shoot. She's getting just what she hadn't had for years. It don't matter if they catch her tomorrow. She's had, 11 and a half days of straight ecstasy somewhere out in the woods. What was that movie that your girl Brooke Shields starred in all them years ago when she was just a kid, like a little baby out on that island? She had a whole deserted island worth of man for the last few days she's been on the run. Somebody said, I remember the Clinton ban that nobody in the South never followed. Oh, really? I wouldn't doubt it, but they followed the hell out of it in California. Mark Fettel said, us men never know what a woman wants because they're always changing their mind. Oh, boy, I knew I would start something. I didn't even mean to do that. So, yeah, this is the new thing we need to be worried about a little bit. Somebody said I was a bouncer for quite a few years. There's always one of those almost every weekend to deal with. I stopped because of going to court nonstop. And those guys always want to take you to court. Like, you were the jerk here. You were the one drinking. You were the one up in everybody's face. You were the one punching at people and pulling guns and shooting at people and carrying on. And now you got me in court suing me for whooping your ass. Interesting. G Bonnet said, thank you for saying magazine and correcting clip. As a gun enthusiast, it is the same as saying the motorcycle gang instead of club. Pride runs deep, fellow brother bubblehead. Oh my goodness. Submarine sailor. Yeah, I had to call it the right thing. I had to call it clip too, because that's what most people know it as. So I'm glad somebody actually recognized that I was doing that. So my people out there, y'all know everything. So yeah, exactly. Use what you were taught and trained with. So I do want to say this. Training is whatever you got. If it ain't nothing but a 380, you got to train with it. You got to work with it. You got to be good with it. One training I want to learn how to do is when I see them guys do that. I want that so bad in my life. I want to I'm just afraid I'm going to shoot my damn leg off. Like, you got to remember, don't touch the trigger till you clear the holster. I'll probably do it like that. I can't, what was that guy who shot was he a football player that shot his own damn leg in the, going into a nightclub with his own pistol? Poor fellow. That's biker gang group, 5%er RC to you, Black Dragon. Yes. Don't make me call you the wrong thing. No excuse other than international. No excuse other than intentional for limited access availability of ammo. Yeah. Gun show here last weekend and bought lots of ammo. But for a while you couldn't get it. Is it back available again? I bought box. I don't really I just have it mailed. I bought my stuff and had it mailed when you could still get it. I was like, oh yeah, well, let me get what I need. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Call me old fashioned, but my favorite weapon is still a wood slugger. Well, that's my favorite weapon, but I don't bring a wooden slugger to a gunfight. A snub nose 38 is great secondary holdout pistol. Nice ankle gun. Yeah. When you get down to, you get down to the brass tacks and you done shot up everything. That's a long shootout when you're going to your ankle weapon. You're thinking, damn, are the police ever going to get here? Some chick asked me if I wanted to trade sex for ammo. I asked what caliber she had. Oh, I like that. John Green says ammo is scarce now in Missouri. 69 watching, 16 likes. Hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Actually, we got 141 watching right now. So hit that like button. If I can't buy ammo, I still have a Nintendo. I could just play Duck Hunt. You can reload 22, however, it's not for the faint of heart. Reloading is not for the faint of heart at all. You got to be about your business, and you got to get it all set up. And you got to get your presses set up, and you got to get it to where you got a good process working, and you got to go test those loads and make sure they're not too hot. And then once you not too cold and not too hot, and once you get your presses and your dies and all this stuff together, and then you get it to where you can like maybe knock out 5 or 10 in one, depending on your press, and one like little maneuver or whatever, and you're moving it forward, and you're cleaning your brass, and you got to go collect brass, and you got to find brass, and now brass is damn near as expensive as real bullets. Yeah, it's, you needed to have been into reloading 10 years ago. You're trying to get into it now, you might as well just buy bullets. That's my opinion. You can buy ammo, but you may have to mortgage your house to buy a box. Yeah, so it's still, I haven't tried to buy it in a while, but I guess it still must be kind of bad. It's been bad for a while. Every time we get a new Democratic president, everybody's at the store. But it looks like Lee Loader Maximum Overdrive, author of the book that covers reloading of everything. Look up Miles Stair. He wrote that book, Lee Loader Maximum. Oh, okay, so you're giving him the guy. So yeah, we do need to look up that. We're getting some ammo in Ohio at my small local gun shop, $40 for 20/45 H. Damn, it's still bad, and you can't afford to buy like real ammo. $40 for 20/45 HCP practice ammo. Hey, but I'll shoot some practice ammo at your ass. I don't mind. If that's all we got, we'll plunk that out there. I get my ammo cheap. I go to the pawn shops. I never thought of that. They sell ammo at pawn shops? That's new. Hey, what's up, Chucky, over there in South Africa, man? Good to see you, man. I'm going to call you today, Chucky. My brother asked me one time how to stay out of bar fights. I told him to stay out of bars. Oh, that's just like, how do you not get HIV? You don't have sex. No one's going to do that. How do you not get COVID? You don't go anywhere. No one's, I did that for 2 years. Plaxico Burris is the guy who shot himself. That guy. You guys remember him. The new laser practice bullet at Target. That practice bullet thing is really cool, but you have to like redo your gun after every shot, don't you? Like you go click and then you got to re-rack it or something. That's why I never got one. It seemed a little much. I have everything to reload right on my living room table. It's slow yet effective. A good scale is worth it. Oh, yeah. Hello, Brother Black Dragon. Greetings from Kenya. Wow. Kenya, man. I hope everyone here is good. Man, thank you for tuning in from Kenya. Wow. Man. We're just getting worldwide with this. Y'all better catch on. You better get the Black Dragon while you still can for free. I'm gonna be charging y'all soon. Reload. You can make loads better. Buy more powder. I think you're trying to say, and better tips, more powerful ammunition. And they banned Russian ammo. Oh my God! Did they ban the Russian stuff? It's banned. Is that something that Biden did? Man, they always, well, if the Republicans come back into power, that'll go away. That's what they always do, back and forth. I use knives more than guns. I love it. Did you see that the knife gun that guy used for Dave Chappelle? Did you see that? Was that crazy? Man, I wish I could find a picture. This guy jumps on stage and attacks Dave Chappelle. Of course, they're blaming Will Smith for it. Guess he got everybody started. I never told you guys about the I'm not going to tell that one. I had before I knew that you weren't supposed to sit up front, I sat up front at a comedy store in California, 1987 or so. And the guy walked out on stage and clowned me. And I threw a chair at his ass. They ruffled me out of there immediately. But I got to hit him. Well, he made one of them racial comments. I didn't think it was funny. My commanding officer told me later, no, you do know you don't sit up front, don't you, young bunch? You don't sit up front when you go to those things. That's how I learned. Miles Stair Survival Shop. He has the books, and they are not expensive. Miles Stair Survival Shop. Is that online? My late brother-in-law was a gun enthusiast, did the whole reloading deal. Yeah, the reloading is, bro, but it used to be you could go to the range and just pick the brass up off the ground. And then you'd go throw it in your brass cleaner, your peanut shells or whatever. Now, I wish you would pick up anything more than just your brass at the gun range. They'll beat you up, bro. Don't touch that brass. That brass is big stuff. Now, bought reload supplies years ago to barter when SHTF. You guys know what SHTF means, don't you? It stands for when the shit hits the fan. So this guy, he bought his reloading supplies to use as money. Tell you what, I'll trade you these reload supplies for that medicine over there. Yeah, absolutely. Only place to get handgun ammo in Arkansas is at the pawn shops. I did not know pawn shops sold ammo. I don't know why I didn't know that. I've never bought any ammo at a pawn shop. Don't tell all of our crazy West Coast secrets. Lots of pawn shops do firearms. I guess, yeah. So I guess they would sell ammunition too. Weather in Texas is turning ugly. Be safe out there. Buy a good triple beam skill. SSW, I'm going to talk to you because you seem like you know what you're talking about here. The laser bullet is good for practicing your draw. Aha! I like that, Ben B. I'm going to get one now because I was like, what the hell would you need this for? Because it doesn't seem to. But yeah, if you're going to practice your draw, then you can reload every time after you draw. I like that. Bro will do no. Keep up like am riding my bike and always keep up too with. Bro will do. And keep up like I'm riding my bike and always keep up too with great biker news all the time. Man, we appreciate you over there in Kenya, man. Just thank you so much. Have you seen what a 12 gauge birdshot will do if you cut the casing? No? Have you ever cut the casing on a 12 gauge birdshot? I haven't. Black Dragon, did you see that Chris Rock was there and hopped up on the stage asking if that was Will Smith? I heard that Chris Rock and somebody else helped quiet the crowd. And they were thankful to him for that. They said quieted the crowd with comedy. They didn't say what comedy he used. How you doing, Black Dragon? I'm doing good. Oh, dog, Mongrel Mob. Hey, man, what's up? It's honor to have the Mongrel Mob on. Honor and respect you guys. Man, I just wow. Appreciate it. Very, very, very humbled to see the Mongrel Mob on. I thought the new funny one posted was Mike Tyson volunteered to host next year. Yeah. And Mike's looking good as hell. Yeah, he looks almost as good as I do, out there punching that bag and stuff. Did you see him? Let's see. There's no clowning, Uncle Phil. I bought 12,000 rounds of 7.62 a few years back and sold it in one of the mini panics, put 100 rounds in a Ziploc bags and made a killing. Oh, I bet you did. And you bought that 12,000 rounds for nothing. They couldn't give that ammo away. You sold it 100 rounds at a time. Bro. Nice. The View is blaming Trump for it. I bet they are. Hello from Toronto, Canada. Love your show. Thank you, Jesse Rose. Toronto, Canada. Look at this. Africa, Canada, the Mongrel Mob over there. They could be anywhere. They could be in New Zealand or Australia or even Europe. They could be anywhere. Maximum Overdrive 6.5 Carcana. Good luck finding that one. I hear there's a 357 shortage too. I wouldn't doubt it. Out here in Colorado, pawn shop is the spot for ammo. They sell guns. Why not ammo? I just never thought of it like that. I normally would buy my ammo from, we have Academy, a store called Academy out here. And that's, but I typically buy my ammo online. They got these great online places. You just, and because I like to buy it by the case. So you do best, I think, with that at gun shows or just online. They send you a case and you get your case. Ammo is plentiful in Texas. Pricey, though. A couple guys walk in the bar looking like the Island Boys, see a club enjoying each other's company, and walk up and make a fool of themselves, both getting knocked out and disarmed for being disrespectful. That's a biker club there. You see, that's not a group of bikers. A group of bikers winds up getting shot to hell. A biker club will encircle your ass and beat the hell out of you. Jamie Foxx and Buster Rhymes turned up after the tackle. Wrapping up in Kingsland, Georgia, headed back to Norfolk. Scott, ride easy, man. Be safe. Hey, that's all the comments. I got everybody's comment out. Look at that. Ha! Ha! All right. So, today we had a gun show. I really need to bring back my prepper channel. You guys think I should bring my prepper channel back? I mean, it's still up there. Think Tactical, because I had fun talking about all of that today. Maybe I should bring Think Tactical back up and start doing Think Tactical again. I got thinktacticalnews.com, Think Tactical, the YouTube channel, and then I have Think Tactical podcast. And I haven't made a podcast in 2 years on it, and I haven't done anything with Think Tactical. If you guys want me to bring Think Tactical back, I need some help with it, though. I need my tactical people. Tell you what, we'll do Think Tactical again, because I had a lot of fun with these discussions this morning. If you guys want to do Think Tactical again, I need some help. I need some help with that channel. So send me an email to blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com. Blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com. There's 2 B's in Sabbath. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Black Dragon, there it is. Blackdragon@blacksabbathmc.com. Send me an email. Tell me how you can help me with that channel. I need writers. I need guests like you, SSW Custom Sewing. You sound like you know what the hell you're talking about when it comes to reloading. And if you guys will help me build that channel, I'll bring it back. If Big C says we need to start, everybody needs to be prepping. And I think we could put out a lot of information and have a little bit of fun, because I really had a great time with today's conversation. I didn't mean to go into guns and all that kind of stuff, but it's, something that a lot of us bikers like. This guy's talking about, can you see what happens when you cut a 12 gauge? No, I've never cut. I am curious to see what happens, though. So if you guys want to do that, let's do it. We'll have the show. We'll have a daily or weekly show. Go look at my show, Think Tactical. It'd be probably kind of hard to find because it's it hasn't been used in a while, so you'll have to search for it on YouTube. Think Tactical is the name of it, and it's got a target with some people laying in the target. You'll know it when you see it. Go to the podcast Think Tactical, and then the online news page is thinktacticalnews.com. So the whole infrastructure is built up. If you guys want to help me pull it back up, I just stopped doing it. I ran out of time. Then the apocalypse hit, and I just stopped doing it. But I really had a lot of fun with it. So maybe we'll do it again. And we had some cool people show up for it. So you guys tell me what you think. 10, let's see. Okay, cut slides back. So yeah. All right. I think I got everybody. So Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Tell me what you think, because we'll do Think Tactical again. It's cool. Black Dragon, I love watching Demolition Ranch. Matt has a hell of a good YouTube channel. Yeah. Oh my good. Yeah, man. And another reason I stopped doing it is because so many channels got defunded, demonetized, that we're talking about guns and stuff. Somebody said they just subbed to that channel. So, okay, we'll do Think Tactical again. I think it's fun. Yeah. All right. Crazy Joe said I'd watch it. So we got to think about, you can't, I don't know how we monetize it, but I mean, that's not the primary goal. So let's do Think Tactical again. We'll have some fun with it. I just call it working with what you have, because I have to get by on not much. Yeah. Lissa Lay just put something in the, is this it? Is this the, I think Lissa Lay just put the, is this the, what is this? What is this, Lissa? Is this the actual, the actual URL? SSW said, I just liked your Think Tactical. Get a following and then go get paid for sponsorships. Yeah, and then we don't even have to worry about their money. That's your Think Tactical link. So Lissa Lay just put the link in, and you guys might not know this, but the link to Think Tactical is in the description of this. I never took the link out of my description. So just go to my description box of this and you will see the link to Think Tactical, the link to my Discord channel, the link to my TikTok channel, the link to the online podcast, and the link to the online newspaper, bikerliberty.com. So yeah, there we go. Ramen noodle prepping, prep the best you can. Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's do that. It looks like I got a lot of prepper people on here. Cool, man. Cool. Ruger says, great show. I hope you guys are having fun today. I've run a little longer than an hour because I'm actually having fun today, talking about, prepping and guns and all that kind of stuff. And, it just really blew me away that this guy was having a gunfight with a guy with a, you're having to reload in the middle of the gunfight. That's one of the most terrifying things in the world. I mean, you're going to have to reload sooner or later, but I'd rather it later than sooner. I want to be putting as many hot pieces of lead I can downfield, down line, until I can hit what I want or make it keep its head down. So there we go. Your Discord link is gone. Let me put my Discord link back in. Lissa is always looking out after me. I don't know why the Discord link is gone, but we'll get it in there. Daredevil, my club brother, just subscribed. Thank you, man. Well, shit, we're going to do it. All right. Hey, listen, man, I love you all. I guess I need to get out of here. I still have my Mossberg 590A1 with Bayo attachment. That is a bad booger. Everybody has that shotgun. Who doesn't have the Mossberg? Everybody has that shotgun with the bayonet link. And doesn't that, if you get that gun right, you can have like 10 or 13 in the tube. The bayonet attachment with that Mossberg 590 was really cool. And then you put the saddles on the back where you got 5 shotgun shells on the saddles back here, on the what do you call it? The stock, the handle, whatever, the butt stock. You got those little saddles, those saddles that have the 5 extra shells on it, and then maybe you put a saddle up front somewhere. Only problem is that's a heavy ass gun. I like those bull pups. You like those where you shoot and then you twist it and twist it and twist it and twist it. You guys like those? That's like one of my. I've never shot one of those. I want to shoot one of those. I want an M1 Garand. I think you meant to say M1 Garand, did you, Ghost Eagle? Or is there an A1 Garand? I know there's an M1 Garand. I want one of those. I saw one in the store, an M1 Garand carbine. They wanted $6,000 for it. Yeah, no thank you. 12-inch tube with the plug will come out, and 12 in the tube. That's right. I remember something like that. Great gun, and very, very popular. 12 in the tube. Nice. 12 in the tube with the plug out and 1 chambered, if I remember correctly. I think so. I think that was what it was. Yeah, let's do Think Tactical. We could do this all day. Saiga shotgun with a 30-round drum. I hear those drums stick though. That's what I hear. Those drums are a little sticky. I mean, we could go shooting and stuff, man. I could come visit your house or your shop or whatever, and we go out and go shooting and just have a cool channel. I laid down my arms for 25 years. I haven't taken them back up lately. And you stay that way. I mean, if that's how you feel, stay that way. Someone said hard to beat a Russian SKS. One of my friends just restored one of those guns, a Russian SKS. Second Amendment is great, but men trust too much in guns. Yeah, they do. They do. And sometimes we tend to turn to them before we should. Peace out, Black Dragon. Well, thank you, Will May, for hanging around for over an hour. And I'm going to let you guys go. I'm having a good time, and I'm overstaying my welcome. So listen, that's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. You can support the channel by giving your donation at Cash App, $BikerPrez. If you're going to use PayPal, JBunchII, that's my name, Johnny Bunch II, JBunchII at AOL.com if you want to donate to us on PayPal. If you want to use Patreon, it's Black Dragon National Prez. Hey, man, we appreciate you. You can get my books and stuff and my gear from blackdragonsgear.com. Big Will, Dave-Way Motorcycle Club up there at the reservation there, up there at the Red Lake Nation. We love you, man. Thank you all for tuning in all the way from Kenya to the UK, all over the world. We thank you all. We love you. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Have a great day. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book. And of course, you guys know I love these rings. My sister accused me of having demonic rings. How you gonna accuse me? She told me she was terrified of my rings, and she said each ring was more demonic than the one that I would previously put on. Each one was more terrifying than the previous one. And I don't understand how she could say that about my rings. My rings are cool. You know, you gotta have some cool rings if you're these are my rings, man. So if you like rings, like I like rings, biker rings, you can go here to Gothic Rings, gthic.com. Just like with the soap company, if you use your discount code of Black Dragon, you get you a very cool discount, 20% in this case. I like the Medusa ring, man. They got some very cool rings here. They got Masonic rings, So use these folks. They got pewter and all kind of stuff, actual silver in these rings, and they've got stainless steel rings. Man, their rings are the bomb. I like them. I wear them. So get you some, man. Get you some. Okay, here. Let's check this out real quick. I've been talking about my hero soap. I wanted to show you guys. Here's my empty bag of my hero soap. I actually use this stuff. I'm going to do a commercial with me in the shower. You guys will like that, won't you? Won't you guys like seeing me in the shower? I'm going to have a model with me. Some sort of maybe 2 or 3 models around me. I don't know if you guys remember the commercials that used to have Joe Namath in them. Great balls of comfort with Noxzema. You remember those commercials? Are you guys old enough for that? Where he had these models around and he's in the shower and he's got this Noxzema cream. Yeah, so I'm going to do me some, you guys want to see me naked, right? So anyway, this Hero Soap Company, I use this stuff. They sent it to me. I used it, and it's awesome stuff. And what I like about it, and I'll just be kind of cool with this, is that it's manly. It smells good. They got all kinds of soaps. They've got lavender and all these kind of manly smells. Peppermint tea tree, peppermint cool, spearmint. The woods. They have body washes now, which is new for them. They didn't have the body washes when they first contacted me, but they got them now. What I like about these folks is that they give a percentage of their sales back to charities that are focused on helping veterans and first responders. So that's, they say, we want to thank you for helping us support our veterans. So if you, and first responders, so if you buy some of this soap, they're going to send, you can get a subscription. That's the other thing. You can get a soap subscription, like you can get a razor blade subscription. And if you buy their soap, a few things happen. One, you get some soap to wash your ass. They get some money, that part of it they're going to give to veterans and first responders. And if you use the discount code Black Dragon, which is what we're hoping you use, they will give a percentage to us as well, which keeps the show supported. So good on them, good on you, good on us.
You are fake news.
Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust.
Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can trust.